Hi guys. So let me adjust this camera a little so you can, so you can see me and see little Justice because she's here to help me. So we are going to put together this kitchen chair like I promised. It is from Wayfair, and whenever we moved in, we had a island slash kitchen table, and the previous owners left some chairs, and I'll post a picture. They were grateful that we had the chairs, especially before we even had any furniture delivered. So, however, we needed some chairs for around that area, and we needed 6 because we have a family of 5, and yeah, so we needed at least 6 chairs to go around there. And I think these chairs came in white and maybe black. I'm not sure, but we wanted something that was Farmhouse and that kind of matched. Those kitchen cabinets have a lot of red in them, and I want to kind of play that down a little bit. I wanted to have more brown tones, and even though it didn't match exactly, I felt like it brought out more brown. And so I've put together 4 of those chairs. I have a pretty good idea as far as how to do it, as long as we have all the pieces. But a couple of you messaged me and wanted to see me put this together, just to show you how easy it is. And it is super, super easy. And so here we go. So it comes in this box. It's delivered right to your front porch. I don't really think, it is kind of heavy, but I don't really think it's necessary to pay the extra money to have them put it inside your house, because most of the FedEx delivery guys will push it inside your house if you ask. You don't even have to pay the extra amount. So, or at least maybe I've just always had very friendly FedEx people, but he slid it right in my door, and all I had to do was slide it in the rest of the way. So here we go. And you want to be careful whenever you open it. It says don't open with sharp instruments, and here I am opening it with a knife. But
without expendables. But of course, there is not much realistic knife throwing in this movie.
There is some styrofoam, so there's really, you don't have to worry too much. Just don't stick it in there too far. So, it comes like this. You will need a Phillips screwdriver. It comes with an Allen wrench, so everything else is provided. Comes like this. Comes with instructions, but I've read the instructions. Like I said, I put together 4 already. It comes with 2 bags of tools, and then screws to put together. So there's 2 bags because there's 2 chairs in each one of those. I think a lot of times people don't get the chairs because they think there's only 1 for such a high price, but there's actually 2 in most cases. And in this case, that's what it was. So this is already put together for you. And this is considered the oak color, but it's actually quite darker than what I'm used to seeing whenever they say oak. But it's really pretty, and it's heavy. I mean, it's a substantial chair. And so we have one of those. Here's the other one. Voila. Don't you love, I love this. It just screams Farmhouse, and that's what, my theme is. I enjoy the French country. I don't want too much French country, and then I also like the boho vibe, and my kiddos are getting me, especially Bailey, getting me into liking that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to, implement some of that too. it comes with 2 of these, and these are the seats. Now, here is the kicker, okay? So, the second time I put this chair together, I'm like, I got this. This is a breeze. However, it wasn't such a breeze because I put it all together and I realized I had the seat on upside down. And so I'll show you a little bit about that whenever I put this together, because that is a piece that can really mess you up and really frustrate you. So I will show you that. My mistake, so hopefully you don't make one. Now, there's a couple more pieces. This is the actual part that you sit on. I think I'm just going to keep this in here because that's the last piece that we'll actually put on. And then it comes with 4 legs. Because it already has 2 legs, you just need to attach 2 legs to each piece. So today I'm only going to be putting together one, and that's the one that you guys are going to get to watch. So here's your tools. And what I always do is I usually lay them out, making sure first that I have all the pieces, because there's nothing more frustrating than whenever you get something without all the pieces. And so I will put these out on my paper, keep track of them. What you should have is there are some bigger screws and there are some little screws, okay? The 2 little screws are what you're going to use to put together the actual back of the chair, and you should have 2 of those. And then the other longer screws you're going to attach the legs to, and so you'll have more of those. So we're going to just separate here and get organized. It also comes with an Allen wrench and several washers here. And then there should be 6 tiny little screws that are going to attach the actual seat that you're going to sit on. So we've got all our pieces. I'm going to just slide that over. I'm going to show you how this is put together. So real easy. I put this together on my counter the other day. So I'd lay this out in front of you. Pull this to the side. Lay this out in front of you. And you're going to take these 2 smaller screws, the 2 smaller ones, and you're going to get 2 washers. And the washers come in 2 different sizes. There's a bigger washer and a littler washer. You put those 2 together every single time with every single screw except for the black ones. You put the gold screw, small screw in there, okay? And then you come over here. Now here's the kicker, what I was telling you about, okay? This has to go on the right way because you have to attach the actual seat to this, okay? And in order to do that, the part that you actually sit on is going to go here. And the screws, I don't know if you can see it or not, but the screws go in here. And so maybe I'll take a picture or something of it later so you can actually see there's a spot where the screws go in. So this little spot, if you want, you can put some wood glue on there. Not necessary. You just slide it. I want you to be able to see this. There's a hole right here, and you just slide it in. My son had a timer that he was reading, and it is going off, and that is what you're hearing right now. I wonder if he'll actually turn it off or if he just left. There, he turned it off. Yay! Okay, so next screw, put it through the little washer first, then you put it through the bigger washer, and you put it in the second hole right here on the seat, and they just twist in. Easy, easy, easy. And I call this a screw, but it actually tightens up with an Allen wrench. And provided you don't have to go search for Allen wrenches someplace, it comes with its own. And you just spin it around and you make it nice and tight. is now attached. Okay? Now you need to attach, there's corner screws that go in here and here. There's 4. So you grab the bigger screws. Again, a little washer and a big washer. You put them together. Stick them in the holes. There should be 4 of them. There's 4 screws. Super easy. Stick it in there. Stick it in there. You can tell I've put this together a few times. But really, the instructions are super easy to read. It's not hard. I'm not saying all of the chairs at Wayfair are like this. I ordered, you guys know, just from my channel that I ordered some dining room chairs, and I ordered 2 different sets of dining room chairs. And the first ones, actually I think both sets really came, they were already put together. So this is just maybe not as formal, and so they're not all put together, but it's very easy. Sometimes people, they feel like maybe Wayfair isn't as good, but honestly, I have not had any trouble with anything that I have gotten from Wayfair. I love it. They're not paying me to say that. I have just really liked everything, and that's why I went to them and have bought all the newer furniture that we've gotten for the house. And it has come in a pretty timely fashion. We did order a couch and a chair for our living room, and that hasn't come yet. But I think that is because we ordered a special, they had several different material to choose from, and so we ordered something that not maybe everybody would have chosen. It wasn't the typical white, beach white, or beige. It was more of a linen material, so I think that's probably why it's not here yet. But everything that we've ordered, the dining room chairs, I was worried because they come with, they have material on them, and so I'm always worried if it's going to be scratched or it's going to be damaged, and if I'm going to have trouble with returns. It was not scratched or damaged. It was in perfect condition. Everything was in perfect condition. One of the things that you need to know is that if you have a business, you can get a business account through Wayfair. There's substantial discounts if you have a business account. And, one of the things also is that if you have, if you're going to be ordering a lot, you can also ask for if there's any discounts that you can get, any way that you can get it a little cheaper, anything like that. As I was ordering stuff, I contacted a representative. I think I got like $300 off of my order. And, $300 is a lot of money, guys. I don't know if it is for you, but for me, I can go and buy something else for $300 or, put it in our savings account or something. So, it's definitely something to look into and to check out. So, okay, so that easy. The actual seat is attached. Now you're going to put on the other 2 legs. Cut these out of the box. You only need 2 of them. You already have 2. Okay, so here's what I did. Here's another little trick. Turn it on the side. If you're lucky enough to have somebody else helping you, fantastic. If you don't, you can do it by yourself. You line it up. The edges need to just be lined up a little bit just for the screw to go in a little easier. You take another, same screw, same size, easy. 2 washers, one small one and one bigger one. Stick it in there. Tighten it up a little bit. Do the same thing with the other one. There's 2 holes here. I don't know about you guys, but I like simple things to put together. I don't like a million pieces. And, you know, it's nice that sometimes you can get some cheaper furniture if you can put it together yourself. But I also don't like so many parts, and you know, then they have, I remember whenever we put together this shed that Jason had bought, and it had so many directions, and the shed came with, it was directions for not just that shed, but like 3 other sheds. And so as we were putting it together, we're like, okay, is this our shed? Or is this, you know, another shed? You know, it was very difficult to kind of figure out, especially because it was so windy that day and not the ideal day to put up a shed. But, you know, with these chairs, it's only this chair in the direction, so that is something. And then it's so easy. You know, I can, you know, I've put together lots of different furniture, and I know, like, whenever they have like 15 different kinds of screws, and you're trying to like figure out like which screw is this? Does this go here? And I don't know about you, but I am terrible at like figuring out sizes. So flip this chair over to do the other leg. It's just easier if the chair is on its side and the leg is laying down. It just fits in better. You don't have to like prop anything up. So same thing for the last leg. Take your 2 washers on your screws and stick them in there. Super easy. Okay. Get your Allen wrench. And the Allen wrench actually fits in both ways. It can fit in up here and down, upright or sideways. I think it's easier to put it on sideways so you can twist it in easier. But do it however, whatever works for you. I don't know where you guys live at, but it has been raining non-stop in Missouri. And I am just tired of the rain. I want it to end. I'm ready for spring and summer to really be in full force and not have to deal with all the winter blues. Okay, so legs are attached. Now, whenever you attach the actual seat, I propped it up on my counter, and it really worked well for me. So this is we're gonna see if this is gonna work. It fits in. If you notice, there's like a little piece here, and it fits right through the back. Okay. And I think it would probably work better in my kitchen, so we are going to go to the kitchen and we're going to put these screws in to the bottom, and then we'll be done. So, it is so much easier to do this on a counter. If you notice, I have my seat down right here. That's the seat. There's the little pieces. It slips into the back. Remember, there has to be holes to be able to go down. And so, that way we know we have it on the right way. Don't make the mistake I did.
Now, Ross, repeat after me. I, Ross,
I, Ross,
Take thee, Emily. Take thee, Rachel. Emily. Emily. Shall I go on?
He said Rachel, right? Do you think I should go up there?
Okay. So, once you have it lined up pretty good and you know that you've got it in there, then you take your screws. And the first screw that I put in is the one that's in the very front of the chair. And that just kind of stabilizes it for you. And you screw it down. So, Madison's coming in to get some munchies.
No, I'm not. I'm leaving.
You're leaving. Are you all done with your school?
Yes, I am.
So, my kids do homeschooling. They've always done homeschooling, not just since the quarantine. And we had, not so much with Madison, but with Kanan, we had some bullying stuff that was going on. So, probably about 3.5 years ago, I started homeschooling Kanan, and then about a year later, I started homeschooling Madison, and we have absolutely loved it. It gives me great time with the kids. I know exactly where they're at with school, and I know we are very blessed because of the type of job that I have. Lost the screw. That we're able to do that. I know a lot of people are not able to do that. So as you can see, there's 6 of these screws that go into the bottom, and I just tighten them up. It goes, there's no like preset hole in the bottom piece. There's a preset hole in this, but not in the bottom. And you just kind of, the wood is soft, so you just kind of screw through it. It's not a big deal. Put the last screws in. And then you're done. It was that simple. I'm not even sure how long that took us to do, but it really does not take long at all, and you saved a lot of money by doing it yourself. I know IKEA, you put together a lot of their furniture, and unfortunately, IKEA does not deliver in our area. I'm not sure where it delivers, but definitely doesn't, because that's one of the places that I checked for different furniture for the house. But Wayfair does, and I absolutely love it. We got some really cool things from Amazon that I'm going to be showing you, but these chairs I love, and I don't know, I mean, they're Farmhouse, but I don't know if I should get seats to go with, like on top of them, like fabric seats. I'm going to show you what it looks like with 5 of them put together, and you can tell me what you think.
jump off. Are you going to talk to me? Huh? Are you going to talk to Mommy? I love you so much. Oh, I love you.